Next at 11, a metro train derails with hundreds on board. Hear from passengers who had to walk out through the tunnels.
7 News on your side at 11 starts now.
It took a long time, like they had no idea what to do. It was kind of frustrating.
Now at 11, an investigation is underway after a Blue Line train derails in Arlington this afternoon. The train heading from Roslyn to Arlington Cemetery shut down the Blue Line from Pentagon to Foggy Bottom for the night.
187 passengers were on board that train when all this happened. 7 News' Tom Rousey has been covering the story since we first heard about it this afternoon, and he spoke to some of the people who were on that train.
And Tom, you just got an update about tomorrow's commute on the Blue Line.
Well, we did. This is going to have major impacts for the whole day tomorrow is what I'm being told. As I explained that to me, let me step out of the way here. You see Metro workers still on the scene tonight at this hour. Now, I mentioned it's going to affect the commute tomorrow. There is going to be no Blue Line service tomorrow between Roslyn and Pentagon. Instead, shuttle buses will stop at those 2 stations and also here at Arlington Cemetery. That is because this is going to be a big investigation into exactly what went wrong that caused that train car to derail.
And then the smoke, and it was like, what is going on?
For Stephanie Howard and Tiffany Light, what should have been a quick trip on the Blue Line turned into a 2+ hour nightmare. The train left Roslyn, and just before exiting a tunnel,
We heard 3 pops, and then we saw sparks on both sides, and then it stopped for a brief second.
Stephanie says this video shows the moment the train operator tried to move again.
Oh, we're like up against that wall now. And we noticed we were getting closer to the wall, and then all of a sudden we started seeing smoke.
Only one train car derailed, and they were on it. The train got hot and was also dark for part of the wait. Rescuers finally arrived.
Walking out the tunnel.
The ladies were among about 187 people who Metro says had to be evacuated. They were walked down the tracks to the Arlington National Cemetery station.
The train was located. The only way we could get to them was to walk them out of one of the tunnels.
By the way, for Tiffany, it was her first ride on Metro ever.
Well, I was told by everybody on the Metro it doesn't always happen.
And back out here live, again, you see the Metro workers on the scene. This investigation is going to be a big one into what went wrong. Not only will Metro look into it, but the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission, which oversees Metro on safety matters, they're going to look into it. And not only that, we learned tonight that the National Transportation Safety Board is also going to investigate the derailment. Now, we are told one person was actually taken to the hospital after the derailment. Unclear exactly what their injuries were, but we are told no one was seriously hurt on those trains, and including in the train car that derailed. And you heard from the ladies in the stories there who were on it when that happened. Reporting live in Arlington, Tom Rousey, 7 News.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. You know, WMATA has had a number of train derailments over the years. 7 News did some checking, and the last derailment involving a Metro train was just last summer, July of 2020. That was a Red Line train that derailed as it was pulling out of the Silver Spring station. 32 people were on board. No one was injured in that case. And the last time we could find that a Blue Line train derailed was back in 2012, and that happened just a short distance away from where today's derailment took place. That train was leaving the Roslyn station when a few wheels went off the track, and again, no one was hurt in that case either. Now, we will continue to follow this investigation. We will bring you any updates as soon as Metro confirms what happened today on the Blue Line and when it will reopen. You can get updates on our website at WJLA.com, and tomorrow morning on 7 News starting bright and early at 4:30.
New tonight, newly released documents show a portion of Metro's Yellow Line will shut down next year, potentially for months. The segment from Pentagon to L'Enfant Plaza will close, and that will leave only one way to go between Virginia and D.C. Metro says it needs to work on parts of the tunnel that have excessive corrosion from water, and it also plans to do work on the bridge over the Potomac. The project is expected to start next fall and finish up by the end of next year.